I remade one of my childhood games I used to play all the time, 2048. For those of you who don't know, 2048 is this game where you slide a bunch of tiles and then you combine them to get the number 2048. As of recording, I'm currently unemployed and the job market for computer science is absolutely horrible. Like seriously, finding a job nowadays is much harder than whatever this is. To take a break from it all, I decided, why not create some childhood games? Our main technology we're going to be using is React. React is a JavaScript library made by Meta, helpful for making user interfaces for websites. In our case, we're going to be using React to create our game components, such as the tiles, scores, and the other things that you see on the screen. Some other tools I used were Vite, a build tool so we can run our game, Material UI, so we can style our website and make it look pretty, and UUID for making unique IDs. This will be important later. With these, we're going to recreate 2048 and keep the design mostly the same, for the sake of nostalgia and simplicity. To get started, I use Vite to create the app. Thankfully, Vite already has a bunch of template presets, so we can make a React app from the get-go. We can then start installing all the packages that we need. So we run a bunch of these commands over here and there, and Nah, I'm just joking. But now we have a web application. Really cool. So first off, we're going to make the user interface. This part really wasn't that bad at all. So first, we made the board where all the tiles are going to be contained. Second, we made the footer where the new game button is going to be. Thirdly, we're making the header. This will contain the titles, the score, and the timer. We had a slight issue where it wouldn't show, but this was a very easy fix. Lastly, we aligned the new game button with the rest of the component, and now this is what our UI looks like. This all took an hour, and honestly, I was really surprised how smooth this went. This really wasn't even that bad. Yeah, this was so easy, what? Yeah, this is the part where I got just a little bit cocky. So you see, I'm actually not that experienced in React or TypeScript. Maybe 1 year of experience off and on with some trivial projects, but still, not that experienced or educated. So about 30 seconds later... Alright, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing right now. So after some time, we decided, let's just make another smaller project so at least we're not just sitting here doing nothing. To get started, we're going to make another Vite project and implement the game was mentioned earlier in the video in TypeScript. This is so we have something to build off of when we start making the game in React. Before we start implementing the game rules though, we need to think about how we're going to keep track of the game, such as the tiles, the scores, the game won, etc. To deal with this, we create something called a game state that stores all that information for us, such as storing the tiles in a 4x4 array, a number that represents the player's score, and so on. Wait, so no React. How are we going to see what's happening to the game if there's no user interface? Well, that's okay. We have this code right here. This code will allow us to print the board in the console so we can actually, see the tiles. Yeah, kind of ugly compared to this, but, at least we have something we can work with. Programming the game rules wasn't actually as bad as that would be. So, we make the game state, start a fresh game, move the tiles with the keyboard, spot a new tile when the board has changed, merge the tiles, check if the game is over, check if the game is won, do the scores, and then boom! There we go! We're basically done with the game.
Yes! Finally, bro! Holy shit!
Okay, I made that seem really fast, but I'd be lying if I said this was easy though. I did mess up a couple times here and there. For example, for sliding.
What? How is it not shifting?
Merging worked until it didn't for some reason.
Oh, you see that? You see that? It's adding a new... Huh? Why is it not merging?
But this really didn't prepare me what was going to happen. I got humbled pretty bad later in the project. Our next step is to create the tiles. Making the tiles though actually took quite a bit of time because each tile will look differently based on what value it has. If it has a 2, it'll look like this. If it has a 4, it'll look like this. 8, it'll look like this. So on and so forth. You can see me programming the tiles in the background, and it's safe to say, of course, we faced some minor issues along the way. We did sizing wrong for the font and actual tile.
What the fuck?
The glow was missing for the golden tiles.
Wait, why is it not glowing?
And we struggled pretty hard trying to show the grid of empty tiles.
Hello? What? But it's nullable though. Why isn't... Come on, man.
But you can see here, we finally got everything up and running.
So if you uncomment this out... Oh, that is so good.
You can see that I got the grid of empty tiles showing and did some testing with a bunch of tiles, including some of the super tiles that goes beyond 2048.
Just... Oh! Oh my god, we're so close, man. We're about to be done with this.
Next, we're programming the context of reducers. For those of you who don't know what this means, context is a way of easily sharing data across multiple components. To make this simpler, this is what our website looks like, and we're going to represent it as this tree. A context allows every single component inside of it access to the game state. So the board can have access to the tiles, the header has access to the scores, etc. We need this because this is what our tree would look like without a context. Yeah, normally I want to feel like not dying while programming because this requires a lot more wicked code that I am not in the mood to write. A reducer is a way of managing our game state so we can start moving the tiles, restart the game, etc. It also keeps our code much cleaner, which is a huge plus. Before we get started though, let me just yeah, there we go. This is totally fine though because our game logic worked. It's just that we need to integrate it with the context reducer. You can see me doing that in the background while I'm looking at the React documentation on how to do this. So at this point, we're finished with the game context. But now, how are we going to control the game? You see, this was also part of the reason why we started a smaller test project because I didn't know how to add event listeners in React. Up until I learned about useEffect. You see, useEffect allows us to synchronize an external system to our component, which means that for any component, we can make it listen to keyboard events. It took a little bit to get up and running, but...
Yes! Yes! Oh my god. We just need to have it change the state.
Now with these event listeners, we can dispatch events to our game state to control the game. This is how we got our game up and running in React. All that's left is to render all the tiles we have in our game state, and that should be no problem at all. Until...
What? It's showing nothing.
I thought I had it fixed because I didn't make a fresh game at the start, but nope, still nothing. Didn't matter.
Alright, now this should really work though. It's still not rent. What? Actually, how?
And then I tried to get a test out to show, but it still didn't work.
Bro, even this tile right here, it's not even... Oh.
Up until I realized, oh, I had completely forgotten to wrap our components in a context provider, which is something I had to do if I wanted to share the game state to them. So,
and then it should work. It should work. Oh! Oh my god! What the fuck?
I mean, starting a new game worked, but moving the tiles is completely broken as you can see here. 26 hours later, we discovered something.
Oh. No way. Is that really the reason why?
The reason why tile movement was so weird was because of something called strict mode. By default, React projects start in strict mode, and this causes our app to run twice. So every single time we were making a move, it would do that move twice. And after removing it...
Wait, so if I remove this... Yes! Yes! Yeah!
It fucking worked. It worked! Our game works now! We can actually, play the game! However, of course, my happiness was short-lived. When I took a look at the documentation, I found out that this whole time I've been writing shit code in React.
Please don't do it to me. You're telling me that I have to rewrite this whole entire game model because I practice bad habits? Are you joking me?
You would think that there'd be a reason for React app starting in strict mode by default, and it's to help catch code like mine that causes, whatever this shit is. So in our code, we were directly changing the game state. So apparently what we're supposed to do is take a copy of our game state, change that copy, and then return that copy back. Well, that sucks. So that means that we're gonna have to go through the entire game rules code and do exactly that for every single method. This actually wasn't that bad. It was more so tedious than anything. So after some failed attempts...
Hello? Okay, yeah, I don't know, it just breaks even more. I don't know why.
We got it to work with better practices.
Oh my god. It's really choppy because there's no animations, but we'll work on that later.
This is the final stage of our project. We just need to add animations, some finishing touches, and then we're basically done. So off we go. You can see in the background we started to write code for towel animations, and you can see it worked!
Okay, like, what is even happening right now, man? What the fuck?
For a little bit. I tried doing a fix.
Oh my fucking god. Why is it just occasionally teleporting?
To be honest with you, there really isn't much to say. Just watch and listen.
Why is it just randomly teleporting? Huh? Like, with the code I added, it's supposed to slide... Never mind. Yeah, it's not supposed to teleport like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with this code. I genuinely believe that. Like, but I just don't understand why it's just randomly happening. Okay, maybe this time around it's different, you know. Oh, no. Oh yeah, just sometimes randomly appear. Don't play the spawn animation, just sometimes randomly appear, right? Yeah, don't worry, sometimes I just feel like dying too. It's no problem.
Yeah, I think you get the point. I was getting pretty mad. Because I wanted to live a long life, I decided, let's do other stuff instead. After taking a good look at our website, I realized, damn, it's kinda ugly, huh? That means it's time to redesign the website. You can see how I redesigned the header and also changed the background color of the website. We got the try again button to work and also properly updated the user best scores and current score.
Ah, yes, it's updating now. And then we start a new game? Yeah.
Next, we have to work on the overlays. When the game is over, there is a message that fades in saying game over and asks the user to try again. Unlike the tile animations, fuck you. The animations for the overlays were not that bad at all. It was a simple fade in animation, thankfully. And then we added the overlay for winning a game.
Alright, the game over screen should work now.
And then the very last feature I wanted to implement was to save the game. Luckily, in JavaScript, it's very easy to do this. There's something in the browser called local storage, and the data will persist even if the browser is closed. And since JavaScript already has nice serialization functions, it was very easy to implement this. You know, I wish that we could say we were finished with the project at this point, but we can't, because we still have fucking tile animations to deal with. After taking a break and coming back, I still could not understand why tile animations were breaking like this.
It actually works if we restart it. Alright, please work, please work, please work, please work. No! Fuck!
Yeah, maybe turning it off and on didn't really work. And then I had a miracle. There was this point in time where I decided to print the tile information to the console just to see what could be happening, and there.
What?
This was the reason why a teleportation bug was happening. For showing off lists of objects in React, like the tiles I have on screen, I was supposed to assign each tile a unique ID. This is so when we change the list of tiles in any way, React can properly track exactly what happened to the list and make the correct updates. Because my tiles kept being out of order every single time we moved and it didn't have a real ID, React couldn't properly track the changes happening to the list of tiles, and this would prevent the animations from playing. So we went back, installed a library called UUID to help us make unique IDs for the tiles, and then...
I mean, we're not really getting any errors anymore, but except these. Is this the moment of truth? Wait. I won't believe it until... Everything's looking so good right now. Holy shit. Is this it? Fuck yeah!
This is it. We slain this demon of a bug, and we successfully recreated 2048 like the original.
Oh.
Well, we aren't done yet. So you see, during this whole project, I've been writing atrociously shit code. Ew. What the fuck? So, back to the code we go. But that's okay though. This time around we make things a little bit more efficient, readable, and cleaner. And there we go! We can put this project to rest, and then we can give our code a test run. I do want to give a warning though, prepare your ears, because I was still high on dopamine after fixing that bug, and I got pretty emotional. I'll consider this project a success if I can beat the game. Our strategy here is to organize the bigger tiles in a snake pattern so it doesn't clog up the rest of the board in the middle. This run was extremely close and had a lot of close calls. You'll see. You could also see that tile animations are working so much more smoothly and there's no visual bugs with it, which is amazing.
Oh no. Okay. No! Oh my, how are we gonna save this now? You got in the way. Oh. No! Oh, okay. This is still savable actually. Oh, okay, we just saved it. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we're halfway there. Okay. We are so close to beating this. Okay. Oh, of course it had to appear there. Oh my. Oh, another save. Oh, so good. Oh, not like this. Oh no, we have to do a risky right move. No! That was the worst place you could have really spawned. Oh wait. Oh. Oh, we just need to somehow. Oh! Oh! Okay. We just need another. Damn! Oh no, don't do this to me. We literally just, oh, we're so cooked. No! Oh! We're so close, please. Just allow us to fix this. Oh no. Oh, they're separated. Oh my. Look what we have to do now. How are we supposed to get them together now? No! Shit! Okay.
Whoa, that was pretty devastating and that sapped all the energy out from me. Because we got so tantalizingly close to finishing the game, we're not gonna let that slide, so we tried again.
Oh, nice. Oh. We did it! Oh my god.
Well, this project was a journey and a half. I ended up learning so much about React and gained hella experience points in front-end development. So I guess all that struggle was genuinely worth it at the end. If you want to check out the code for this project, you can. It's on my GitHub. However, since I'm still kinda shit at React and TypeScript, the code quality might not be as good, but it works. So for the more educated and experienced looking through my code on GitHub, yeah, I'm sorry. Have fun completely destroying me. Anyways, thank you to my big sister NT, Lana, and Julie for the amazing feedback and support. Thank you to Vivian for providing me with some of the groovy music, and thank you to the V for pushing me to create a better project, and also helping me with some of the formatting issues I had. Lastly, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.